In our village, there was one name that made children freeze. A name that made women clutch their wrappers tighter. A name that even grown men avoided like a plague. That name was Amaka. People say bullies are born from strength. But in Oi, Amaka's strength came from something darker. Amaka was only 17, but she walked like the road belonged to her ancestors. Tall, broad-shouldered, eyes that never blinked first. When she passed, conversations died. Children ran indoors. Goats scattered. Even dogs avoided her shadow. At the market, Amaka ate without paying a dime. "Do you want trouble?" she would ask, smiling. Nobody ever did. She poured sand into pepper sellers' trays for fun. She slapped boys older than her. She mocked widows. She laughed when people cried. And the more fear she caused, the more powerful she felt. "Fear is respect," she once said. But nobody knew why Amaka was angry at the world. Amaka was not always like this. Years ago, her father died mysteriously in the forest. Her mother followed him to the grave months later. Overnight, Amaka became nobody's child. Relatives rejected her. Friends disappeared. Kindness vanished. Pain hardened her heart. She decided that before the world could hurt her again, she would hurt it first. And so, Amaka became the bully. One evening, the sun was setting red and angry. Amaka saw Ninai, a small girl returning from the stream. Her bucket was full, which made her legs shake. "Bring that water," Amaka shouted. Ninai trembled in fear. The bucket crashed on the floor and water poured into the dust. Amaka laughed. That was when the air changed. Behind her stood Mama Oji, the blind widow. Nobody knew how old she was. Nobody knew how she survived. But everybody feared her silence. She spoke only once that day. "Every stone thrown into the river finds its way back." Amaka laughed. But the village did not. That night, Amaka heard footsteps. She opened her door and saw nothing. But in the morning she noticed her voice was gone. She tried to shout but got nothing. For the first time in her life, Amaka was powerless. People walked past her without fear. Children laughed in her face. The bully had become invisible. And loneliness hurt more than fear ever did. Amaka crawled to Mama Oji's hut. She knelt and cried. She bowed her head to the dust she once ruled. Mama Oji touched her forehead. "Power without mercy is destruction." Amaka nodded. For the first time in her life she understood. That evening, Amaka's voice returned. But it was different. Soft, careful and more human. She helped children, paid for food and also protected the weak. The village watched in silence. Because the loudest lesson is not shouted. It is lived. Until today, when footsteps echo in Oi, people listen carefully. Not because they fear Amaka, but because they remember what silence once taught her.